Hello everyone, Zakes once again, and welcome to the character appraisal of Spiegel from the anime Cowboy Bebop. I shall go through what I like and dislike about him and give him a subjective and not necessarily cumulative letter grade, and I shall compare this grade to the results of a Google Plus poll I made. And just before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more character appraisals and top 5 lists. Also, you may support me on my Patreon page as well if you care to do so, but either way, all content that has always been accessible will remain so. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get cracking, Space Cowboys.
Now this is the kind of stuff I like. Let's do it.
Cowboy Bebop is a futuristic neo-noir anime where space travel and living has come to be the norm, with a bit of an old western type of twist. Most people have migrated from Earth and spread out throughout space. The anime also successfully predicted the death of VHS tapes. Well, depending on your age group, you either know them or you don't.
What the hell is it?
It's not ticking like it's about to blow?
The story follows the exploits of the crew of the titular Bebop spaceship, namely the pilot and owner, Jet, and Spike, his trusty bounty hunting partner.
Yo.
They are later joined by the thieving and avaricious Faye Valentine, and last but not least, the young hyperactive oddball hacking genius, Edward. Zeroing in on Spike, he is the muscle of the group, with a very mysterious gang backstory, who now works as a street-smart bounty hunter who goes on many random adventures connected by a lost love storyline. But of course, this classic is way more than that, but I guess it's a good enough summary for our purposes. Now let's go on to the likes. He is able to be memorable even though he shares the role of main character with 3 others, without taking away their value or how they mesh very well together. He interacts with his fellow Bebop Voyagers so well that they can be seen as his elected family, flaws, arguments and all.
Jet, do you know that there are 3 things that I particularly hate?
Really?
Kids, animals, and women with attitudes.
He is a more compassionate character than he would initially seem as well, as he may express dislike or indifference towards his crewmates, but he is there for them when it really counts, and he never leaves anyone behind. He can easily be compared to Mugen from Samurai Champloo in a very good way. For example, both of them are unorthodox, a bit airheaded, and seem to always be out of pocket and food.
This is real mystic and all, but do you have anything to eat here?
Heck, they even share the same English dub voice actor, being the brilliant Stephen Blum. But unlike Mugen, it is clear that he is what we can refer to as the main character.
Yeah, so to speak.
He can stand all on his own and not need the others, but the others need him, even if he only appears briefly in an episode. Spike knows how to rock the smart look and really embodies that simple is best. There is nothing overtly elaborate about the way he dresses, but at the same time it is something that impacts the audience in a positive way. I can't really explain it, but his wearing a suit lends a level of professionalism with which he approaches his life and work, even though it's not always apparent from the things he says. Put simply, he is very cool.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
His suit is also a reflection of his gang mafia background, which is made even more believable by his other characteristics, such as his smoking and being in a profession that requires one to know their target and not necessarily have any conventionally taught skills. Where else could he have learned them? His past affiliations with a gang or mafia type of outfit also lends a seriousness to him that his current life does not reflect, except his occasional brushes with his former occupation. It also explains why he appears to be able to hunt down and deal with wanted criminals with such ease and experience. Something else that relates to his appearance, which needs elaboration, is the fact that you rarely ever see him without a cigarette in his mouth.
No smoking in here.
His smoking is just so natural and it suits him so well, thus giving him a maturity and independence that most anime characters do not have, as he clearly does it for both recreational and stress relief purposes. Spike is also super competitive, with himself and other characters. This is seen in how he really gets into catching every bounty he sets his sights on, or it could be just that he needs to get enough money to fix the Bebop and get some food in his belly, but them is just the details.
Yeah, that's right.
He is a man of action and can fight in almost any situation, be it fisticuffs or guns. Just don't get into a game of brains with him, though he is definitely not stupid. He is very quick to react when in danger or pursuing a bounty, but at the same time he thinks his moves through. It's very rare that he is caught off guard, as he has a lot of experience catching many criminals. Even when he is caught unawares, his reaction is always one of problem solving and damage mitigation rather than confused despair.
Bad move.
You punk!
He pulls out the surprises when you least expect them and proves that he is determined to succeed and put his life on the line to conquer his goals and his enemies. Spike is the perfect mixture of drama, comedy, action and romance, as he finds himself in one of these situations at various moments or even simultaneously. If Motoko Kusanagi is the best female character as I declared in a video, then he would be the best male. Or I could just have a bias for space or futuristic anime without even realizing it.
I'm just an old-fashioned cowboy.
The story and his personality surely do keep him in the fore, but for some reason the show sometimes seems to try a lot to undermine his position.
Well, it's possible. I've got my reasons, so don't take it personal.
It's not about screen time really, just that I feel he could have had been made the outright main character and I would not have complained at all. Don't get me wrong, the other characters more than pull their own weight, but perhaps I would have wished for the show to be longer than it is. But just by a little bit, because we wouldn't want runtime to wear down its awesomeness as happens with the longer shows.
Your story needs editing.
Because of everything I have said, I give Spike an easy A+.
Thanks for the payoff.
Out of the 223 voters on the Google Plus poll I put up, 66% gave him an A, 9% a B, 12% a C, 5% a D, and 7% an E to an F. What letter grade did you give him and why? I would love to see your answers in the comment section below. And that's my video on Spike, people. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you share, like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more character appraisals. And please don't forget that 1,000 subscribers is the aim for now. Requests and suggestions for future videos are always welcome. Until the next video, I am Zakes and take care.
Sorry.